What is happening in this 2026 NBA Finals is truly historic, unbelievable stuff to watch. I just can't believe what the hell I just saw with Knicks versus Spurs Game 4, which was a game for the ages, for all time, the kind of game you're going to tell your grandkids about. Even if you weren't at the game, just where you were and your emotions watching the game on your TV. This was just truly incredible to watch in the Knicks' historic comeback versus the Spurs from 29 points down. To give you a little history on my experience watching this game, I was actually at work from 11 to 7 here in California, but I was able to tune in the break area in my workplace, and I was able to see the beginning of the game because that's what I really wanted to see, just at least to start off before I was able to get home and watch the rest. So I'm able to watch like the first 5 minutes, and you see that the Knicks just get two just awful fouls on Karl Anthony Towns that took him out of the game with 1 minute into the game. I couldn't believe it. As soon as Towns went down, I knew oh, this is going to be a rough start for the Knicks. And sure enough, it was. I mean, they were down big at the end of the first quarter, and the Spurs, I was able to tune in and see that they just had a historic three-point shooting first half, going 14 for 26 and just absolutely blowing the Knicks out. And at this point, me and some of my friends at work are just thinking, yeah, it ain't looking good. Not good at all. But, as I'm heading out and driving home, you're listening to the game and you just think, if they Knicks just try to get it to at least 18 or 15 to make it manageable. And they did that, getting it down to 15 points within the third quarter, so you're within striking distance. But still, man, you're just thinking a game like this, the Spurs, as good a team as they are, as they've shown the capability to be throughout the playoffs, you don't really think they're going to blow that kind of lead. And sure enough, the Spurs, they're still feeling in control watching the game, but as it's going on, the lead is getting, lesser and lesser. My friends and I are messaging each other, and they're like, is this really going to happen? And when it gets down to single digits, fine, it's like, this could actually happen, just because we had just seen the Knicks have a big-time comeback in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, coming back from 22 points with 7 minutes to go. Doing this in the NBA final stage would be next level. But sure enough, they keep making play. And the Spurs, man, that was just an ice-cold shooting second half there to really get the lead to where the Knicks could really strike back. So when we're getting down into crunch time, I'm feeling the hype behind this in terms of you just feel that the Knicks, obviously, if they get this game, man, to be one game away from winning the championship, first in over 50 years, and the fact that you're doing it on just such an unbelievable setting in Madison Square Garden, this game in particular, you just felt the weight of just the hypeness behind the crowd. It was truly special to watch. In terms of how the actual ending played out, man, this was just unbelievable to watch, just kind of the back and forth and emotions between both teams and just feeling and how the crowd was feeling, to where when Josh Hart had that breakaway layup or dunk to give the Knicks the lead, and he missed it, I just thought, oh my goodness, this is going to be the thing that really just emotionally collapses the Knicks right there. And sure enough, it looked like it was going to, because I think, the Spurs, I can't remember the plays after that, but it just was not looking very good after that. But sure enough, the Knicks are able to come back and take the lead through a various series of events, and, getting down into that final minute, it's real go time. And the way this game was playing out, what was it? The Spurs had the lead. De'Aaron Fox somehow has an opportunity to get a layup. And with this play, I mean, we're talking 12 seconds left or something like that. And I'm just thinking, anyone with a basketball IQ that's reasonable or knows what you should and shouldn't do in these situations, I'm thinking, oh, you got to pull out in this situation, make them foul you to where you're at least up by 3, and the Knicks got to get a 3. But I was absolutely beyond stunned when he took that layup to try to go up 3, and it ends up getting blocked, and the Knicks have the opportunity to go back, and they end up taking the lead. That play from De'Aaron Fox is going to go down in infamy. That was just all-time dumb stuff right there. I mean, I get it. You feel that you got a layup and you want to take it, but I think just everyone just felt, what? Did he really just do that? So with that play, though, Knicks end up going up by 1, and when the Hart ended up fouling Stefan Castle, it was like, oh man, Josh Hart, he's gonna be the real GOAT of this game, and not in a good way in terms of foul, in terms of the missed layup and then missing the box out on Stefan Castle. So it gets down in the final bit where Knicks down by 1, and everyone is just feeling on edge. Obviously, again, I'm not a Knicks fan, I'm a Lakers fan, but you just can't help but feel the magnitude behind this matchup. This is all-time stuff right here. And when OG Anunoby had that tip to off of Brunson's miss, it took the Knicks up by 1. Oh, just seeing the reactions from the crowd and hearing my own reactions, because I recorded it on my phone. Oh my goodness, this was crazy stuff, and the Knicks are able to hold them off with 1 second left. And this is one of the all-time games I've ever seen. This was just truly incredible stuff on both ends. All-time historic collapse by the Spurs, very Falcons-esque in terms of that Super Bowl versus the Patriots about a decade ago. So an all-time collapse, but just an all-time comeback, man, because Knicks had to make those plays, and that's just a relentless team with a lot of heart, to where they got to win this championship now. I mean, I think everyone wants to see this in terms of all the hype, in terms of the Knicks finally breaking that over 50-year-old title drought for a team with as much legacy as the Knicks does. I want to see this history. Now, ideally, it'd be really cool to see this history play out in Madison Square Garden. That would be unbelievable to see. But right now, you got Game 5 coming up on Saturday. Knicks have a chance to close it out then. Of course, if they don't do it then, they could close it out in Madison Square Garden, Game 6. But, you know, obviously they ain't going to try to push fade. They're going to go all out and try to win this Game 5. The Spurs, man, I get it. That's a huge moment, or just a huge kind of thing, kind of lead to blow right there. It was truly... If you're a Spurs fan, I can't imagine the emotions behind watching that game. But they've shown they're a capable team. I don't doubt that, you know, they can get that youthful energy going and win Game 5. Ideally, I think for everyone, you know, people, I think in terms of sports coverage, media coverage, I mean, you see all these celebrities, then you would want the Knicks to close it out in a Game 6, and just to see that atmosphere play out, oh, that would be just all-time stuff right there. But my big picture takeaways from this amazing, historic game, the biggest comeback in finals history. Yeah, all-time dumb play by De'Aaron Fox. That'll live in infamy, especially if the Knicks go on to win the series. But just in this game alone, I mean, that was just a bad play. But you just feel that magic behind what's going on with New York right now. All the celebrities that are at the game, the obviously the prices, but just the history that is on the line here. It is just so cool to watch. The only thing not cool to watch, sort of anyway, is, man, New York City, that is one crazy ass city, man, in terms of how their fans get riled up and will assault you if you are against their team in any way. All the stuff that's been popping up online in terms of Spurs fans getting assaulted and getting their jerseys ripped off by the crowds that are outside Madison Square Garden. Makes you realize that, you know what, if you're going to go to New York, you got to realize that city is absolutely different. You've got to be real careful, but that's a city that does not F around when it comes to their sports teams. But right now, it's looking real magical for the Knicks right now. My guess with how things are playing out, I think it would be Knicks and... Oh my goodness. I think they got a chance out. The Spurs got a great chance to win Game 5. I think with how things are lining up, I would want to see Knicks in 6. I picked Spurs to win in 7, but seeing the Knicks win in 6, with seeing them win at actual Madison Square Garden, oh man, you would hear the earth shake everywhere. Here in California, you would just hear that pandemonium going on. Just all-time stuff right there. So that'll do it for this reaction to the end of Knicks Spurs Game 4, epic historic game. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching.